West Virginia Illustrated brings you inside WVU's Strength and Conditioning program with a new I Train video series Tip of the Week, brought to you by the Nutrition Pin.
Hello, I'm Mike Joseph. Welcome back into Pushguard Weight Room. Today we're covering dynamic warm-up. So a very, very important aspect of training is proper warm-up, proper raising core temperature, getting the joints ready to train, whether it be running, lifting, cardio, whatever your goal of that day is to train properly, make sure you're properly warmed up. There's two types of movements, especially if you have space, do like a moving dynamic, which we're about to show first. And if you have no space, if you're in a gym, if you're in a home, a garage, there's a lot of movements you can do in place. First movement, Chad and Ethan are going to demonstrate a very general dynamic movement moving forward. They're jogging. The second movement coming back, it's called a backward run. It's not a back pedal. Go ahead and start, man. They're kicking your heels up, get a good stretch in your quad, glute, hamstring. They're reaching back, pumping your arms. The third movement, they're going to do a knee to chest lunge. They're hugging the knee, trying to extend the hip, push and ball your foot, drop into a nice lunge. Try to get 3 to 5 reps per leg. The biggest thing is working on athleticism, balance, coordination, core, keep proper technique and keep your torso tall. The next movement, we're going to do a straight leg walk. Some people call it Frankenstein's. Keep your back flat, legs straight. Great movement to get your hamstrings, posterior chain warmed up. Biggest thing is working a higher range of motion as you get into it. Keep your legs straight, ankle locked, reaching as high as you can, keep your core tight. Our final couple examples of movements are quad stretch. They're going to do a moving, grab a quad like you're doing a static quad stretch and reach up. Again, it's a movement, trying to get the quadricep, front of the leg loosened up. They'll do about 3 to 4 reps. Once they start to return, they'll face the opposite direction. Now they're going to do a hip stretch. A great movement to get your hips, glutes, grab the inside of your shin and foot. Stand up tall, again, pull the lower leg to chest. Great movement to start. The biggest thing with these movements is basically to work range of motion, work proper mechanics so you can carry over into running, lifting, whatever your needs are of that day. As a continuation of our dynamic warm-up, a lot of times you don't have enough space or you're in a gym that you're limited in terms of how much you can move around. Chad's going to demonstrate several movements in place. Begin with a bodyweight squat. Just work on flexibility, press your knees out like we do a normal squat. Keep your core tight, drop through your heels, and up to about 5-10 reps. Next, we'll go into a good morning. You move your feet into hip width, fingertips behind your ears, big chest, your knees are soft but stiff. Drive your hips back as far as you can, getting your low back, hips, and your hamstrings warmed up. Do it again, 5 reps. From that point, you'll go into a drop squat. Feet are hip width, move them out slightly shoulder width. It's just more of a dynamic drop into it. Get your groin, hips, again, getting ready to go. Get your footwork and your lower legs warmed up. From that point, we'll go back lunge. Biggest thing on this, we're trying to step back, get the hip, abdominal, glute, hip flexors, everything loosened up. Great movement for flexibility, great movement for warming up. Again, same thing, about 3 to 5 reps per leg. From this point, he'll drop to the ground. We'll call it a roll back. We'll start with the legs straight, quads contracted, reach back, try and touch the ground if possible. Come up and reaching past. It's a dynamic movement. The biggest thing is control the range of motion until you get warmed up. If you have a back issue or problem, you can do a knee hug and reach into it. Again, knee hug, get your low back loosened up and reach. Next thing after this, he's gonna lay back, feet together, knees together. It's called a hip rotation. It's for your hips, low back. Again, flexibility. A lot of times if you're in a car, if you're moving around, you're stiff. This is a good way to get loosened up from travel aspect before a workout also. Next thing, you go 90-degree angle, same movement, a little bit more core involved, but the biggest thing is trying to get range of motion. Over and back, again, usually about 5 to 10 reps. From this next point, he's gonna roll to his stomach. It's called a scorpion. Very simple, like the name kind of depicts what it is. You keep palms flat, chest flat, ankle locked. Make sure you drive the heels up, extend the leg, try to get the toe to hand. Your alternating patterns, try to get 3 to 5 reps per. Again, a lot of hips, a lot of low back, a lot of movement. The last movement Chad's gonna demonstrate is a in and out the window. You can do against the wall, but make sure your arms are locked, core tight. You're trying to get a lot of hip mobility. Keep your knee at ankle locked at 90 degrees. That's called in the window. The movement he's doing now, he's about to demonstrate out the window. The biggest thing as these movements happen, you can do both sides. This is a very general, quick example of different movements you can do to help get the body warmed up. Biggest thing is choosing exercises that will help you warm up, get the core temperature raised, get your joints loosened up, and get you ready to train, whether it be running or lifting. This is the iTrain video tip of the day. Train hard.
This iTrain Tip of the Week has been brought to you by the Nutrition Tip. Visit them at any of these fine locations around the state or online at nutrition-pin.com.